Today I have a beautiful car to show you, a 2008 Aston Martin Vantage V8. I am so excited about this car. This is my dream car and I've always wanted one. So I've been talking about how much I like my Jags, and honestly I've seen these Aston Martins once or twice and I was amazed how beautiful these cars are. And I was just thinking, this car looks like a Ferrari. I never dreamed of a day where I would drive one of these beauties. And let me just say, this car is a treat to all senses. It's not just so beautiful to look at, front and back, any angle you can think of, but it's a treat to the senses when you drive it. It feels great. The seats are very comfortable. They hug you from all different ways. They got two different ways to apply lumbar support, upper and lower back, which is the first time I see that. Plus, to get the sound. I mean, the sound you get out of this car, it's a treat. There's nothing like it. It's an exotic. This is a 2008 Aston Martin Vantage in the beautiful Toro red over Phantom gray. And what a classy car this is. I'm so excited to have this car. It's nothing but a treat to all senses. The headlights are a work of art. I mean, it's so smooth, and the bi-xenons with the LEDs and the headlight washers. It has a wide stance, bulging flares. And of course the Aston Martin logo here is like wings spreading out. Your imagination takes flight. Let's talk about the pièce de résistance, the engine. Check this out. You're gonna like this. Quick release here. Nothing fancy like with the Maserati. You have to stick your hands in there and look for it. Where is it? Where is it? This is like directly in the front here. There's the engine. Look how clean that car is. 23,000 miles. This is basically, it's not even broken in. But look at all the bracing here. This is a 4.3 liter V8, normally aspirated, 32 valves, double overhead cam, 380 horsepower, as I said. Look at all the bracing here and here and here. Underneath there's also bracing. This car feels very rigid. It feels almost as rigid as the coupe, which is a lot for a convertible. The Opera Garnier in Paris, when you look at it for the first time, you know, like, oh my God, there's nothing like it. You just stop there and you look. Same thing with this mirror, I noticed it. I mean, it's beautiful, the shape of it. The doors, here's another thing that I really like. Look at this door here, how the door handle opens up like this. You see it swings up a little bit. The door is tapered. It's not rectangular, like wedge shape. Look at that. Classy. It's just, what other car does that? The fuel cap alone, another work of art. It's heavy. It's not plastic, cheap plastic. I mean, it has a heft to it. And then when you fill it up, you just can put it in here, like that. It just sits like that so it doesn't scratch your car. I mean, they thought about everything. I love everything about this car. This is how you open the trunk. There's a little ball bearing here. So you just push this thing here and it pops up. Pretty good sized trunk. We have all our gear here, all our production video, and we had, you know, drinks, room for all that. The exhaust. Check out the exhaust. The exhaust is buried in the bumper. Look at this. I mean, when you look at it from the back, I mean, this reminds me of a Maserati. I thought Maserati does an awesome job with tailpipes in the bumper. And then it curves very slightly. The exhaust is just awesome. I mean, Maserati does an awesome job with tailpipes sticking out of the rear bumper, integrating the bumper. Aston Martin does even better, I think. But this is even a cleaner look. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And the tailpipe pops up just enough to see it. They only stick out by a little bit. I would say maybe half an inch they stick out. It's not in or flush. Some of my viewers ask me how quickly this convertible top opens. There's only one way to find out. Start your clocks, ladies and gentlemen. Once you go past 4,000 RPM, you're in a different land altogether. Let's call that La La Land, okay? The sound you get out of the exhaust is nothing short of unbelievable. Attention to detail. This car exudes class. Look at this thing. This is a hood strut. All other cars have a steel wood hood strut. This is aluminum, and it looks so nice compared to, I mean, when you put everything together, it looks sharp. This is there's a badge here that says handmade in England, final inspection by someone there. Also, another thing that you should notice is this car has a dry sump engine. Now you're wondering, what is a dry sump engine? I did some reading last night because I've heard about it before, and I'm like, what is a dry sump engine? The difference between wet sump engine and dry sump engine is that this is used for cars that have a lot of lateral acceleration, like race cars. It's also used in planes, as they do sometimes acrobatic planes. They go upside down, and then the oil doesn't get to the cylinders. This ensures that there's also always oil in the engine, no matter how fast you're going around the turns and things of that nature. So this is actually a better engine than a wet sump engine. The wheels are 7-spoke sport wheels. As you can see, the rotors, slotted rotors for improved braking action. The Aston Martin calipers, it looks so sexy. Look at that, the way it's put, and they look awesome. I think they're just simple enough. They're not overly done. I like these flares on the front here. And these are actually functional. They actually let the heat out of the engine come out. Well, I gave you all the details about this engine. We even talked about the hood strut. But what is an engine without the sound it makes, right? Let's start up this little baby and see what it sounds like. About transmission on this car. You can have 3 ways of shifting gears in this car. You can buy the Aston Martin with a 6-speed manual transmission, and all you have to do is roll through the gears, or you can buy the car with a sport shift transmission that this car has. This car can be shifted in the automatic transmission, the sport shift, what they call, can be shifted 2 ways. You can just be, comfortable and just push the auto button or the drive button, and it does it all on its own. You don't have to do anything. Or if you feel in a sporty mode, you can paddle shift it. So we were talking about the modes of the transmission here. We could drive it in a drive mode. Push this D button here, and the car does all the shifting on its own. All you have to do is just drive. Feel that? Oh, it shifted it. I don't have to do anything with the paddles. Now we're in 3rd gear. It shows you the gears right here. If at any time you decide that you don't like the way the car shifts, you can start shifting on your own. You got the paddles right here. I can downshift it. You hear that? Now we are 2nd gear. You can upshift it. I've heard some detractors talking about the sport shifting. They don't like it. They say, oh, it's awful. I really like it. I mean, it's smooth. I mean, it shifts very, very seamless. I mean, it doesn't, I'm going from 3 to 4th right now, and you just felt maybe a slight delay, but it's the drive's great. I mean, I don't quite see. I really would love to drive this car with a manual transmission, but having it driven with the paddles, with the sport shifting, I'm gonna downshift now. You hear that? I love that sound. Listen to that. You hear that? I just love it when I hear like, woo! This has paddle shifters, the same shifters that were used by Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They're made by Magneti Morelli. They have a very quick uptick. They're only about 150 milliseconds from what I understand. So it has a very satisfying switch when you switch up. And I really love when you downshift, you'll hear like a little tickle, like tick, and it's awesome. I mean, it feels great. Once again, my name is Valentin Cristia. Thank you for watching our channel, watching this beautiful 2008 Aston Martin Vantage V8 in Toro Red onto Phantom Gray. Please remember to share our video and like it. Thank you for watching again, and see you for next time.